happenings. This show is made possible by Channel 3 and the Hope Center. Happy Mother's Day!
Yes, happy Mother's Day!
I can't believe it's May already.
Oh, I know. It's I feel like the older I get, the more time flies by.
It does.
And it's so active with kids and sports and life that it just flies by so much.
And if you don't believe how time flies, look at how old your kids are.
Oh, I know.
That really is a testament to how fast time goes.
Yes, yes. And
once they start kindergarten, it goes so fast.
It does.
Yeah.
It really does. And the older they get and the more active they get, it goes faster that way.
But I wouldn't trade it for anything. We both waited so long to celebrate Mother's Day
that we did.
I count it a blessing every year.
I do too. I do too. Well, we want all of you to get to know our board members, and we have a new board for 2017, and we're excited to let everyone in Connersville know who our board members are. We have such a great board this year, and we're just really excited about the growth of what's going on and some of the great changes that are coming. You're going to be the new director this year, and so you're taking on a big role. And so
we're sad to see you go, and I have huge shoes to fill.
Well, you have a great board to support you. And so let me tell you who our board members are. We have Matt Parsley, he's our board president, and Steve Kirkwood, vice president. Judy Mahurin is secretary. Tim Jeffries is our treasurer. And we also have other board members, Don Miller, Jessica Wells, and John Pazzi. And this month, you sat down with Jessica.
I did.
And interviewed her.
Yeah, we sat down back in March, I believe it was, and she is so much fun to interview.
Yes.
And she has such a passion for the Hope Center and for this ministry. And so I hope that you will enjoy the chance to get to know her and just hear her speak her words about why she believes in this ministry and why she felt compelled to be a part of our board. So enjoy that, and we'll meet you right back here. Today we want to spend some time getting to know our special guest, and in the months coming we will interview different board members that have joined our board recently, just in an effort to maybe get to know them a little bit more personally. So Jessica Wells is with us today. Welcome, Jess.
Thanks, Jen.
Thanks for joining us today. I'm
Thanks
so
for having me.
glad that you came on board and agreed to do this.
Thank you.
I just wanted you to kind of explain what drew you to the Hope Center, a little bit about your testimony, really anything that can help us get to know you a little bit more personally.
Well, Jen, I moved to Connersville in '92. Okay. I hired in at Ford in 1992, moved my family here. I have 3 children. I have Megan, Tyler, and Morgan, who are all grown now, and I have 4 grandbabies.
Aww.
So, yeah, we all live in the area. My oldest daughter lives in Shelbyville, but Tyler and Morgan both live here in Connersville. I just wanted
what really drew you?
I think after just, my grandma, Neoma Gibson, went to church with you for many years at Calvary, and was just such a servant for the Lord, and worked in the community. And I got to meet so many families and stuff involved, here in the Hope Center through you and her, and just wanting to be a part of that and just make a difference.
And what I appreciate about you is your compassion. You really can't teach compassion, I don't feel like, and you either have it or you don't. And you're so compassionate to the people that come in that need our services. And I feel like in the conversations that we had that led up to you being on the board, that was what really stood out to me, was you have such a heart for the community that you live in and such compassion for the people that need the services and need Jesus.
Yeah, they do. They do. And God's been good to me. He's changed my life. Being raised in a home where my parents worked all the time, and we went to church some, but I had good grandparents that loved the Lord and were mighty servants, and just that just kind of got handed down. I got that mantle from Grandma, I guess, when she passed on, and she always told me, just you got to take care of your children, you got to raise them up right, and you just got to love the Lord. If you got, when God enters a room, everything changes.
Oh, yes.
It does. And I see that happening here in Connersville. I see a lot of families, just being affected by the Hope Center, and you guys are just making such a difference and just ministering to these families and these young people and giving hope, and that's what they need. There was times in my life, being a single mom, I've been single for 26 years and raised my kids, and, there was times I needed some support, and, thank God I had, good family and friends around me to help me, but there's a lot of people in this community that don't have that.
Right.
So I think as Christians, we need to reach out to those people and minister to those people and let them know that this is a place of hope and that this is a ministry. This is what, we do here. We'll help you. Be a light. That's why I tell people, I say, pick up your cross and be a light.
Right.
And that's what I've done. I've not always lived this life, but, God picked me up and cleaned me up and turned me around, and He's using me, and I'm so blessed and thankful for that. And now I just, everywhere I go, it just comes out of me. I talk about the Lord and just what He's doing in my life and what He's doing here in Connersville for all these people and for these families, and I'm just so grateful.
And I appreciate your energy so much. I mean, you are the Energizer Bunny. You just go, go, and you have your hand in so many things. But even when we talk on the phone about the hard stuff that has to be done at the center, like the fundraising and gathering support and donations, you are always like the first one with your hand up. Oh, me, I'll help you, whatever you need me to do, Jen. Let's go get it done. And there's not a lot of people that really like to get in the dirt with us and really do the hard stuff, and so I feel like that's what I appreciate about you.
Well, and thank you, and I enjoy it. I just feel like that's a calling on my life. I know a lot of people. I've always just tried to be involved in some way of helping, with my children, their activities and things like that. But it goes beyond that. You have to go out. You're dealing with fundraising. You have to go out and do a lot of footwork. You have to do a lot of talking, and man, I've never had really a problem talking to nobody.
That's good.
Anyhow, I just, God gifted me with that, the gift of gab, so to speak, or whatever. But I love people. I love children. I love babies. I'm passionate about being pro-life. That stems way back into my life and my family. So, God, I'm here for a reason. My situation coming into this world, my mother, God love her, what a testimony she has. I was born in '68, and my mother was not married, and it was a difficult time, and I didn't, my dad, Sylvester, raised me my whole life, but I didn't meet my biological father until I was 30. So, I've got a lot of deep passion deep down inside of me, and gratitude, for women choosing life and stepping up to the plate and just saying, you know what, I trust you, Lord. I trust you with my life. Whatever's happened has happened. But God, I know that you're there and you're going to be with me through all of it. And, look what God's done.
Oh, yeah.
My mother chose life, and I'm just so grateful. I mean, now I just think that, I just want to go out and just tell everybody, listen, it could have very easily went this way, but she chose life. I want you people to realize how important it is and how God will bless you for it.
Right. And don't you feel like your personal story is what brings that compassion full circle?
Absolutely.
Because you've realized in your own life.
And I've made mistakes, and there's I don't know a lot of families out there that haven't been touched by times of trouble and uncertainty. But there again, God's had His hand on my life. He had His hand on my life even back then when I didn't even realize it. So here I am, and I'm just like, here I am, Lord. Just use me, whatever I can do to bring glory to you and to help families and just be a ministry for you. So
right. And being pro-life, I know everybody equates that with the babies and carrying the baby to term, but we are pro-abundant life.
That's right.
And so
it goes on beyond that.
Having that abundant life is a broad concept, if you will, and that can include so many variety of different things. Number one, respecting all life. really putting a value on human life, no matter the age. And I feel like that's so important. No human being should ever be or feel
No.
discarded.
And in the Hope Center here, that's what I love about this place, is that it goes beyond just choosing life. You guys minister to these families and these children. I mean, you give them such an open door where they can just come in to you guys and say, listen, and you have resources here that can help these families give those children an abundant life and just grow. And it's just awesome. I didn't realize, exactly years ago what the Hope Center was about. You guys have been here, 19 years?
20 years in May.
20 years in May. And, I mean, who knew, So I'm just glad that you guys are, just growing and really making a difference in so many lives around here and so many children's lives.
And I want to point out, I have a statistic that I think most people, their jaw will just drop when I say this.
Yeah.
In the 20 years that the Hope Center has been in this community, we have impacted 14,000 clients and saved 491 babies.
Wow.
And I just feel like that's staggering.
That is. And, I was thinking about that earlier, and I thought, that's the size of an elementary school here in Connersville. Now, you stop and think about that. Every child that's maybe in Frazee School up here or Grandview, that many lives have been saved because of this organization right here.
Right.
And I just think it's important that people out in the community realize that that's huge.
Right.
And, I know there's a lot of people out there that just feel the desire in their heart that they're being led, to go out and make a difference in this community today. And they need to do that. Make a phone call here. Call these girls, Jen and Marla and Emily, they're all here to help. And they'll help you get on board. If there's something that you feel in your heart that you want to, maybe you want to be a donor, you want to donate, or you want to volunteer your time. These girls can lead you in the right direction and let you make a difference. God's got a calling on all of our lives, and we need to be obedient to that. And He'll bless you for that. When you go forward, when you take that step forward for Him, and you make a difference for Him, everything just falls into place. And I just, I can't express that enough. And I want people in this community to realize how vital this place is. And it's time to get on board. Connersville's been through a lot over the years, a lot of change. But, that's everywhere in this world. That's the day and time we're living in. And that's why it's that much more important that everybody get involved. And, a lot of people, I think it's important for us to get word out there. There's some things I want to work with you about, reaching out to people, for donations and people, because it does take money for this place to operate. And
and it takes a village, because
It does.
you have different circles of influence than I would have. And so when we can partner up together, we can reach the masses, so to speak.
Right.
And I'm always looking for those partners. Matter of fact, you're on the development team.
Right.
And so the goal of the development team is just to help me go out and reach those masses, plan those fundraisers and activities, man the event. I mean, staffing those events, that's huge. For example, the Handbags for Hope Purse Bingo that we just had. With just the few of us on staff, we could have never managed that without all the volunteers that helped us.
Right.
And so it does take a large amount of volunteers. I think we have about 25 volunteers on staff now. We're very appreciative of them, and we couldn't do what we do on a daily basis without them. And so I think another staggering number is people don't realize it takes $500 a day to sponsor our budget.
Right.
And so to continue to offer all of our services for free to our clients, which we do, we don't ever charge, $500 a day is what it takes just to keep the doors open here. And I say that not to guilt anyone, but just to be real and put the need out there. And we're so thankful for all of the community partners, whether they are individual businesses, organizations, because they are investing back into the community when they donate to the Hope Center.
Absolutely.
We don't want to stockpile, for example, office supplies. No donor really wants to give to bleach and Post-it notes. And so we just keep the bare minimum of what we need to operate the center, and the rest of the donations go right back into the community through the clients. And for example, formula, we always need formula. And that's something that if you don't have, you have to figure out a way to go get for those clients, because what else will they do?
Right.
And so Gerber Soothe and Gerber Gentle is something that we always need. That is a $20 to $25 purchase, but I know there's people in our community that would love to do that, but you have to let them know your need.
I think, yeah, and I think it's important, you know, you're talking about formula, you know, there's a lot of services that are offered here that a lot of people just maybe just don't realize, you know, you give formula to these babies and diapers, and you clothe them,
Right.
and I mean, it's just it's unreal what
Right.
you guys really do here, and it like I said, it goes way beyond just helping that person, you know, to choose to do the right thing and choose life. It goes way beyond that. You want them to
does.
be successful. You know, you have
Right.
resources where you can point these families in the right direction to help them, you know, get on their feet. And a very important thing is to be educated, you know, and to keep these young mothers educated, keep them in school and things like that. You know, things happen, you know, but we got a graceful God, forgiving God, and if you'll just be obedient and just let Him move and work in your life, and He'll bless you. I just can't stress that enough. But what you guys do here is just, it goes so beyond, I think, what people out there, some of them really realize. And I just want people to, in the community, you know, if you're not involved in church or whatever, that's, you know, that's fine. You don't have to be. Call, you know, give these girls a call. You know, you don't have to go to church
Oh, no.
to be a part of the Hope Center
No.
and be an active member, so to speak. You know,
Right.
I am. I go to PTC out on 44. Awesome church out there, and I love it. It's a huge part of my life. But that's me.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, if you feel like, you know, you want to do something, you want to donate your time, you want to go to the store and pick up some things, pick up some formula, some baby wipes, you know, drop them off. You know,
Right.
you don't have to give your name, you don't have to do anything, you don't have to be.
Right. And all donations can be tax deductible.
Yeah.
We like to point that out.
That's really
Yeah,
important.
right.
You know, every year, do you want to pay taxes? Do you want to, you
Yeah.
know, or you know, would you rather give it to Uncle Sam, or would you, you know, you're allowed to give it to the Hope Center and
Yeah.
be, you know, accredited for that. So
Right.
it's just very important that people just, you know, realize that we have to give to this organization, because it's making such a difference in this community.
Right.
Seeing all these lives change, and that number you just said, you know, and you know, how many clients do you have come in here a month? How many
Yeah.
people walk through over 200?
Yeah.
200 to 300 people walk through these doors every month, you know, looking for answers, looking for hope. And, you know, that's a big number.
Right. Yeah. And, you know, they come for a variety of things. So we may have 1,000 appointments a year, and a lot of those aren't new clients. A lot of
Right.
those they've come back for multiple visits, and that's okay, because we encourage that. And part of the reason we encourage that is we want to build a relationship with those clients. You know, what breaks my heart as a mom is a lot of these kids that come in, they don't have anybody at home
No.
that cares, and they don't have anybody to talk to or to give them guidance, so to speak. And I went to a conference not too long ago that talked about that kids need 5 people in a support system for them, and the tremendous number of children that don't even have one safe person broke my heart. And we want to be that person for them if they need us.
Absolutely.
Part of being healthy is having that person you can talk to about life things, and coming in and feeling safe here.
Right.
We protect anonymity here. You know,
Very-
everything is safe here. We try to schedule the appointments where not too many people overlap, so your mom's best friend won't come in and see you and then go
Right.
tell.
Very private, very
very confidential.
respectful. And you guys are so respectful about that. And that's just, you know,
Well,
that's
there's no
another.
judgment here, because we're all
No,
sinners. None of us are
absolutely.
perfect.
Oh, yeah.
And so we want our clients to feel like this is a safe spot for you to come.
It is a safe
And,
place.
you know, STD testing and treatment, pregnancy testing,
Right.
that can be a traumatic event for a young
Absolutely.
adult, young person. And we want to take that fear out of that
Absolutely.
appointment for them.
Absolutely, and give them hope.
Yeah.
I think what I want to do as a director here is, just start reaching out to the community more, working with you, going out and looking for people that want to step up to the plate and say, hey, let me be a sponsor, and get some sponsorship in here to just watch this place grow and just continue to do what it does. There's a lot of businesses, a lot of new businesses come to Connersville. I know everybody says, oh, there's a lot going out. Well, there's a lot coming in. So that's just, the cycle. So, and we've got a lot of new businesses coming in. We've got a lot of, people that I want to reach out to. I want to get close with you on that and start sitting down and making appointments and going to see these people. So don't be surprised if you see me come knocking on your door, because I'm going to come and work with you, and I got a lot of people in mind. I got a list of people, and I want to start reaching out to them and say, hey, come get on board. This is a vital ministry, and you need to be a part of it. So, I'm excited about all that.
If you know Jess, she's coming for you.
Yeah.
She's coming for you. So, get that checkbook ready. But, I had several appointments yesterday even. I spent most of the day in Rushville. And so we don't just serve people
Connersville.
from Connersville, from Fayette County. We do Union, Rush, Wayne, and Fayette, and we do even have a few from Franklin.
That's something I wasn't really aware of in the beginning. It was that, the Hope Center, you think, a lot of people think that's just here in Connersville, but you guys go way, there's no boundaries here.
No,
there's
we don't
no
turn
boundaries
anyone away.
No.
We've had people come from Indianapolis.
Another state. This is a ministry.
Right.
This is not ran by the government. This is a ministry.
Right.
And people come from all over. And, if you know someone in Rush County, I know I was reading, just going through some of the reports and things, and excited to see what's going on in Rush County. So I'm excited to see some movement for the Hope Center over in that area as well. And Franklin County, people, I'm from Franklin County. I know a lot of people there and friends there, and I just want them to just be aware of this place and know that it's just not for the residents of Connersville. It goes beyond that.
Right.
And therefore, sponsorship goes beyond that. So all you people down in Franklin County and Rush County, we're coming after you too.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes.
But,
I'm so glad that you agreed to be on the show with us, and I'm so thankful to have you on the board. And so thank you for coming in and talking with us today.
Thanks for having me.
I do want to point out, if you're interested in being on our board, you can visit our website at hopecenterconnersville.com.
The Hope Center offers a baby boutique store where our parents can shop for items for their children that they have earned with Hope Bucks through our Parenting with Hope education classes. If you are interested in participating in Parenting with Hope, please contact the Hope Center at 825-1244 or visit our website at hopecenterconnersville.com. Well, Jennifer, we talk about this a lot on the radio.
We do.
On our Tuesday morning shows, but we want to talk about our 20th birthday here on Channel 3, Hope Happenings. And so this year is our 20th anniversary, and we want to celebrate our 20th birthday by promoting this campaign that we're doing, and it's $20 on the 20th of every month. And so our goal is to reach 50 new donors, 50 new monthly donors, and we're asking that 50 new monthly donors gives $20 on the 20th of each month to support the Hope Center. And it goes to a great cause. We support so many families and individuals in our community, and this money will just help us keep going each month and providing those services that community members need. And with your donation, this is what it will provide help with, and it's Parenting with Hope and our Healthy with Hope programs. And there's so much that goes into those programs.
Right.
And this money would really benefit us in making sure that those programs continue month by month.
Right. And I want to point out that you had said 20th birthday, and so we always like to say it's our 20th birthday, not our 20th anniversary.
Yes.
And that's because we're a pro-life, pro-family center, and so we believe in celebrating birthdays.
Yes.
And so birthdays and milestones like that are very important to us here.
Yes, and it is easy to make your donations. You can send a check to the Hope Center at 531 North Central Avenue, Suite 6, or you can go to our website and make a donation on our website. And our website is hopecenterconnorsville.com.
Well, we want to let everyone know to mark your calendars now for the Golf for Hope event. That will be June 17th at Willowbrook Country Club, and we'll have a 9 a.m. start time. And we did this last year, and we were a little bit unsure if we were going to do it again, but the teams and everyone that was a part of it last year really enjoyed themselves, and they themselves encourage us to do it again.
Yes, they do. And, you know, anytime you have a new fundraiser, there's always struggles or frustrations or, you know, uncertainties.
Sure.
And so I feel like last year it just was much better than we expected.
It was.
And more exciting. We had some great teams come out, and they were just so much fun. They had made the day great, and they all gave us encouragement to come back and do it again.
Right, and the day was beautiful. I mean, we couldn't have had a more picture-perfect Chamber of Commerce weather. I mean, it was beautiful, sunny, and it wasn't too hot, and it really was a great day. This year, we're very excited because we're going to have some fun games for everyone to play, and so you want to tell them about that?
Yes, we are. So bring your extra money because we will have cash games. And my favorite, I think, is going to be the blindfold game. You can pay $5 at registration to blindfold another team. And oh my gosh, that's going to be funny to see if people do that. And then to go out and watch them try and hit those balls blindfolded.
Right.
But if you don't want to be blindfolded, then your team can pay $5 to not be blindfolded. And we will also have some other games as well. Lots of fun, lots of things to do. So come out and support us on June 17th and bring your whole family. It's a fun day.
Yes, and pardon me, it's not that you will be blindfolded for the whole game. It will be for one specific hole. And but I think that the surprise of it, you know, you won't know. They'll pay at registration, so you won't know until you get to that one specific hole.
Right.
And then I think there's going to be a lot of funny pictures taken at that hole. We also want to let you know that we'll be having a Dining for Dollars event on June 2nd. Pizza King will host us at both locations. And so that will be from 11 a.m. to midnight. And they donate 10% of the sales from both locations to the Hope Center. And we always have such a great turnout. It's one of our biggest Dining for Dollars all year. So we're very thankful to Pizza King for hosting us. Well, thank you for watching Hope Happenings. You can listen to us live every Tuesday morning at 9:05 on KMIX 106.9.
And remember, hope can change everything.